What are the potential benefits of robotic feeders?
Farmers with robotic feeding systems can benefit from a lower labour requirement for filling and mixing and the daily chores and routines of a mixing feed system for the cows, so it automates a large proportion of the daily chore work. It also is far more beneficial to the cow itself. The cow actually gets the benefit of fresh feed delivered to her regularly throughout the day, so some systems feed up to every 2 hours, and that can be a major benefit to the cow. So a digestive system isn't expected to eat large portions of feed once or twice a day. She feeds it regularly through the day, little and often.
Which farmers will benefit the most from robotic feeding, and is it cost effective?
The farmers that will benefit the most are obviously livestock farmers, dairy and beef. Some sheep as well are starting to consider TMR, but the mixed ration is going to benefit the dairy farmer the most and the beef farmer also. It's cost effective because you're going to reduce your labour cost of dispensing the feed and improve live weight gains or milk production from feeding more often.
Could robotic feeders eventually replace forage wagons?
It depends on the farm and the infrastructure. No two farms are the same. A lot of farms use a diet feeder in more than one location, so they will move from one farm to another. There's road work implications of moving from 2 or 3 sites or 2 or 3 groups of young stock and dairy cows and beef cattle. So in some respects, yes, there'll be farms that are unmanned and don't need a tractor. But on many farms there'll probably still be that need for a tractor and loader version because of the distances between the feeding places and where the cows are actually kept.
How much would a typical system cost?
Systems like this would cost anywhere between some of the basic ones around the £50,000–60,000 mark, up to the more complex systems such as what you see behind me, ranging from £100,000 to £150,000.
What are the potential benefits of robotic milkers?
Robotic milkers give the farmer freedom from the daily chores of milking, but it gives the cow the freedom from being herded and forced through a system to be milked. So the benefits can be multiple things, from increased milk yield, lower veterinary costs from better welfare, less mastitis, and certainly a much more animal and man-friendly way of having cows milked without the drudgery of daily milking.
What herd size is ideal for robotic milking?
Herd sizes can vary, and there's no one set system that only suits robots. There's European countries where the average herd size is low. The number of robots installed to milk those herds tend to be one robot for 40 to 50 cows. In the UK and Ireland we tend to average 60 cows per robot. But that doesn't mean that it's just a herd of 60 cows. You can have up to 80 or 90 cows in the herd with a proportion that are only in milking on one robot of 60 or 70, and that can be multiplied multiple times throughout the shed to provide catering for milking of up to 1,000 cows or even more. But each cow will be dedicated to its own booth with a group of about 50 or 60. So the sky is the limit. There is no restriction on the robots will milk any size of herd.
There are 2 different systems, guided or free access. What are they, and as an independent consultant, which one would you recommend?
The guided and free, the 2 different systems are that a cow with a guided system has to tend to go through the milking machine to get milked in order to get out to the feed or to water or to graze. The free access system means that the cow can choose whether she goes to milk, whether she goes to eat, whether she lies down, and there's no conditioning of a routine of where she goes through the gates or goes through the system. As independent, I would recommend a free system. The cow has complete freedom to choose whether she goes to milk and whether she goes to eat, and I think as a general public and a consumer's point of view, the consumer would prefer to hear about cows being milked in a free range milking system where she can come and go as she wishes, rather than being forced to do different things at different times to get to food and to get to water. So I would always recommend a free access system, and I prefer that on my own farm.